love Space Mountain.
Just as much as I love kicking your butt in Star Realms.
Yeah, well, why don't people watch our video and find out who wins when we play Star Realms Cosmic Gambits. Hello and welcome to another episode of Dad vs. Daughter. I'm Tim the Dad.
I'm Megan the Daughter.
And today we are playing Star Realms, but we are going to introduce the new Cosmic Gambit pack. So we're going to give you a quick preview of what those cards look like. Okay, first off, we have a base that is a Gambit that we're going to actually shuffle in. So I guess it's really not a Gambit.
It comes with the expansion.
It does come with the expansion. And the thing about this one says is when this base is destroyed, scrap it instead of basically recycling it. So this is a one-time use. It does have a cost of 4 and it has a defense value of 4, but that's kind of interesting that we now have basically a one-off base. Now to show you the rest of the Gambits here, I will point out that there are 3 cards, 3 of the Gambits that have 2 copies each.
And we'll explain that as we get to show you those cards.
Yep. All right, so first off, we have the Black Market.
Place an additional card in the trade row above the black market. Once per turn, you may acquire this card above the black market for 1 less than its trade cost. You have acceptable losses, and you scrap up to 2 cards in your hand with this game. The Wild Gambit, you pay X amount of coins, shuffle the unclaimed Gambit cards, and deal yourself that many number of cards face down. Keep 1 and return the rest.
That's interesting mechanic.
So the Veteran Pilots, when you play a Viper, gain an additional 2 firepower. The Two-Pronged Attack, when you reveal, turn face up, you gain 2, and if you scrap it, you will gain 3, and you can draw a card. Now, it does say face up, and the rules for this Gambit expansion, you have to keep your Gambit cards face down in front of you until you want to reveal them and use that ability.
Which is different from the first Gambits that came out.
So, just wanted to clear that up there. So then we have the Triumphant Return. So you draw a card when you scrap it. And when you reveal this card, you may pay the cost of 1 card in the scrap heap and put it into your hand. Scouts and Vipers cost 0, so they're free. Rapid Development, it's scrap for 1, and when you scrap this card, your next ship you acquire this turn goes on top of your deck.
And that's one where we actually have 2 copies of that.
Yes.
Actually, these last 3 we have 2 copies of.
This one was singular.
Oh, okay.
So if you scrap it, you get 4 defense, and you put the Secret Outpost card into play then. So you choose a faction for it, and then you turn the Secret Outpost into that faction. So I guess you don't get to use that one until you get to use this card then.
Right.
So this one has 2. This is the Exploration. So you may scrap a card from your hand or discard. If you do so, you may put an Explorer on top of your deck. And then the last one that's also 2, Asteroid Mining. So when you reveal this Gambit, you gain 2 coins, and if you scrap it, you draw a card.
Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to shuffle up, and we will deal each of us 2 Gambits, and those will be face down, and we'll play like normal. Now, the only difference that we have in this, we did not include any of the Crisis expansion cards since we've already done shows on that, but we have included the promo cards that we have gotten from Gen Con and some of the Year 1 promo cards as well. So that'll be a little different in our gameplay. Okay, so we've shuffled up and we've got our trade row assigned. We have each been dealt randomly 2 Gambit cards, so I will show you mine here. I have this one, and I have this one.
Okay, and then here are mine, and there's my other. Okay, we are going to keep score off camera, so we'll keep that kind of hidden until...
Build the suspense up.
Until we award the trophy. So we'll keep those Gambit cards to ourselves, and as the reigning champion, I think I'm going to start, because I am pretty good at this game. So I have 2 Scouts and a Viper, so 1 to you, and 2, I'll take this trade pod.
Okay. I am actually going to reveal one of my Gambits
Oh,
already
already?
because, well, it's one of those that gives an ongoing effect.
Okay.
So I have the Veteran Pilot, and that is when I play a Viper, gain an additional 2. So
Cool.
I'm just gonna, you know what? I'm gonna put that up here
Yeah,
so
so
everybody
that way
can
we know.
everybody can see that because I have a Viper.
So that would be 3.
So I have 3, and I have 4 Scouts. So for 4, I will take the recycling station because
It's a good
that's
card.
what I like to do, and
Yep.
3 to you.
Yep. Okay. So I have 4 Scouts and a Viper. So 1 damage to you, and I have 4. So I'm going to take that Ram for 3. And that will be it.
Okay. There's another Viper, so that'll be 3 to you,
Okay.
and I have 4 to
I
buy.
don't like how you have that already. Because you're hitting me pretty good.
Well, you know, that's the way it happens.
Ugh.
You know, I'm going to take the supply bot for 3, and then I will fizzle the 1.
Fizzle. That's our technological term. Let's see. I have, again, another Viper and 4 Scouts, so 1 to you. And I'm going to take the Blob Wheel for 3 and fizzle that 1.
Okay, I have a recycling station that I'm going to go ahead and get down,
Yep.
and I will recycle 2 Scouts.
You do like that card.
Yes, I do. And guess what I drew?
2 more Scouts.
I drew 2 more Scouts, but I also have
Ooh.
2
that's
Vipers.
6 points.
So when I play a Viper, I gain an additional +2. So that's going to
6.
be 2, 4, 6 points to you of damage. And I have 2. I'm going to take that missile bot.
Okay. You could have had 3 if you wanted to use your recycling station, but...
Well, I used the recycling station. It's either one or the other.
Oh, it is
Remember?
one or the other, sorry.
It's been a while.
It has been a while since we played this. Okay, so I have the Ram and 4 Scouts. So, let's see, I have 4 money. I'm gonna take... I'll take 2 Explorers, actually, please.
Okay. And then the 5 damage, 4 will go to my recycle station,
Yep.
and 1 damage directly to me.
Yep.
Okay. Don't like you taking my stations out.
Well, I don't like you having that, or your pilot over
So-
there.
I'm going to play a supply bot, and I will scrap one of the Scouts. So, scrap that bad boy. And then I have 4 Scouts left. So,
No damage. That's good.
No damage.
That's a good thing for me.
What do I want for 4? There's trading posts out there.
There is a trading post.
Um,
There's 2 trading posts. Or an
Yeah.
Explorer. So I might as well take one of the trading posts.
or I could take 2 Explorers. I think I'm going to take 2
But
Explorers.
You like the trading posts.
I'm going to take 2 Explorers.
Okay. Let's see. I have... Ooh. Here comes some damage. Nice. So I have a trade pod and a Ram. So I'm going to be able to combo up there. And I have a Viper and an Explorer and a Scout. So I have 3 money.
You have 6 money.
6 money. Yep, thank you.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, flagship. That's coming to me. So that's a good card. Ooh, the Battle Cruiser is pretty good too. So I'm gonna scrap this for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 to you. Is that correct? Double check the
Yep,
math.
that's 12.
12 to you directly.
Wow.
It's pretty good.
There's a missile bot. I will scrap a Scout.
Might as well.
And I also have a supply bot.
Okay.
And I will scrap another Scout.
Mm-hmm.
And I have an Explorer. So I
Get
have
rid of the money.
4. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to buy a trading post this turn.
Okay. Ooh.
And I will scrap this Explorer for 2. So 2, 4, 6, 8
8.
directly to you.
It's only fair. I took you out for 12, so... I'm going to put down a Blob Wheel right there, and then I have 4 Scouts, so 1 damage to you from my Blob Wheel, and I've got 4, so I'm going to take that Blob Destroyer, because I like blobs. Blobs are good.
Okay. Well, here comes. I like this veteran pilot. This is
I
cool
don't
because
like
it helps the Vipers because there's 2 Vipers. So that's going to be 6 damage to you total, but we're going to get to that in a second.
Yeah.
So I also have an Explorer and 2 Scouts. So I've got 4 to buy. I'm going to buy this for 1, the Imperial Fighter.
That for 3?
Yeah, I'll take the Embassy out for 3. I like that guy. So that's all my money. So I'm going to scrap this Explorer for 2 damage and another 6, so 8 total.
I don't like how this is going, this game, man. It's not fair. There's 3 Scouts, an Explorer, and a Viper. So I have 5 money. So I'm going to take this Blob Fighter for 1, Embassy Yacht for 3, and Fizzle that other one. So I'm going to scrap this for 2, and I'm going to hit you for 3.
4 total, right?
4, yes.
Yeah.
Here's my blob wheel. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I will get my recycle station back down, and I will use it to recycle 2 Scouts. So I'll draw a couple cards here. I've got a supply bot, and I will scrap one of those Scouts in my discard pile. I will play an Imperial Fighter and have you discard a card.
Okay.
And then I have another Scout and an Embassy Yacht.
So you can heal for 3.
I can heal for 3. And I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 money. I'm going to take that other trading post.
Okay. And
I've
then
got
you
2
can
left.
take an Explorer.
So I will take an Explorer.
So then you're going to hit me for only 2 damage.
Yeah, only 2. Wow.
Woohoo.
When I need those ally abilities.
Yep. So I have a Blob Fighter, 2 Scouts, and a Viper. So I'm actually going to hit you for 5. That will take out your outpost, or your...
Yeah, my
yeah,
recycle.
it is an outpost, though. So
And
then 1
one's
to
going
you.
to go through.
And I have 2 money left. I will take an Explorer. Oh, I should have drawn a card from my blob.
Draw another card.
So, I can heal for 3, and then 2 more. I'll just take that because they couldn't buy anything anyway with that amount of money.
Okay.
Oops.
Well, first thing I'll do is I'll get my trading post down. I'll play a missile bot because I think that I have...
Missile bot.
Yeah, I've got a Scout in my discard that I'll scrap.
Scrapperoo.
Scrappy-doo.
Scamperoo.
There is a Viper, so my veteran pilot's going to help me there. I tell you, that's going to make you not want to scrap your Vipers as fast like you used to. And I've got 2 Scouts. So I think, is there anything I can buy for 3? No. So I'm going to use that to heal 1. I'm going to use the 2 money to buy an Explorer.
Yep.
And so I'm going to be hitting you for 3, 4, 5 total.
Directly or to my blob wheel?
You know, let's take that blob wheel out.
Okay. So I have 3 Scouts, a trade pod, and a Viper. So my little 1 there is just gonna go ping. And I've got 6 to buy, so
Yeah, I see some nice things for 6.
take that battle cruiser, I think. Or what do I have? Ooh, no. Let's do the missile mech instead. That's pretty good.
Taking my bases out for free.
Yeah. Why wouldn't I? That's a pretty good thing. We had the Fortress Oblivion that came up, though.
That's a good card. That's one of those year 1 promos. I actually got that for playing in a tournament up at Red Raccoon Games.
Nice.
So I will get a recycle station down, which is nice because now I can take full advantage of that Embassy Yacht and draw 2 cards.
Ugh.
Since I have 2 bases down.
I don't like that either.
Well, you know.
I'm going to take that out, though, so it's okay.
Well, just hold your horses.
I got some blobs.
I'm going to use the recycling station's ability, and I'm going to recycle 2 of those Scouts.
Of course you are.
I have a missile bot, and I will scrap one of those Scouts.
Yep.
I have a supply bot, and I'll scrap that other Scout.
Yep.
I don't think I have very many Scouts left.
I think you're out of Scouts.
And I have a Viper, so that's going to be 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 directly to you.
Wow.
2, 4, I could have 5. You know what? I'm going to spend 3, and I'm going to buy the Fortress Oblivion for 3. And I think I will heal for 1.
You don't need to heal for 1.
I'll heal for 1, and I'll fizzle that last one out.
Oh, you're so nice, just fizzling that one.
Fizzle, fizzle, fizzle.
Oh, brother. That's okay though. So I can draw a card with that flagship. Actually, I need to shuffle if I'm gonna draw. Okay. I'm actually gonna use. Let's see. I'm gonna use one of my gambits. So I'm gonna use my acceptable losses there. See, get that in focus. So I can scrap up to 2 cards in my hand. I'm gonna play that.
So
and I'm
that
gonna
gets
scrap
scrapped.
2 scouts.
So you scrap your acceptable losses.
Yep.
Oh.
And so I drew a card, but okay, so let's play that Blob Destroyer down. We have the Ram and the Scout. So
your Blob Destroyer can just take one out.
you may destroy a target base and or scrap a card on the trader. So I'm gonna do the and. You get rid of that recycle station.
Yeah.
Get rid of that.
And then you can choose one of these to scrap.
Let's get rid of the junkyard because I know you like using that. So we'll do that, and I'm going to hit you now for 5, 11, 16, 17, 18. So take out that for 4.
And another 14. Wow.
And then I only have 1 money. So that's not...
Unless you want to scrap your RAM and get 4. But
Why would I scrap the ring?
well,
No.
sometimes you just need the money.
I don't need it that badly. So I'm just going to fizzle that one.
Okay. So I will play a trading post. I will play an Imperial Viper and have you discard 1 card.
Why?
An Imperial Fighter. Did I say Imperial Viper?
Imperial Viper.
Because there's a Viper, and that's going to give me 3. And then I've got 2 Explorers. So I'm looking at...
Is there any way to, like, get rid of that pilot up there?
No, that's a Gambit you don't have to get rid of.
A little missile mishap or something.
So I'm going to spend 3. I'm going to buy that survey ship.
Okay.
And
Starbase Omega.
you know what? I'm going to use the healing ability there, and I'm going to fizzle the last
You don't need
one.
to heal.
I will scrap both these Explorers, so that's going to be 4
6.
plus 7, 8, 9 damage directly to you. And I think while I'm at it, I will go ahead and I'm going to use my last Gambit,
Why?
which is Exploration. It says I can scrap a card from my hand or discard pile. If I do, I can put an Explorer on my deck. So I'm going to scrap that.
Why?
Well, because,
Ugh.
well, you know,
You already played it. No gives
No.
you backsies.
no, I'm not doing that. I'm going to scrap my Viper against better judgment, but I will put an Explorer on top
Well, that
of
means
my
you only have 1 other
deck.
Viper, so that's okay.
That does mean I only have 1 other Viper.
Yep.
And what, let me double check this. I put it on top of my deck. Explorer on top of my
Yes.
deck. Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to play the Missile Mech. I may destroy a target base, so get rid of that trading post, please.
Boom.
Boom, boom. There's an Embassy Yacht, an Explorer, and a Viper. So I'm going to heal for 3, which is much needed. It's probably not going to do me much good, though. So I have 4 money. I'll take this Battle Screecher.
Screecha.
So
That's one of those we got at Gen Con last year.
Yeah,
Or actually, it was 2 years ago.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago.
Along with the Mega Hauler.
Yeah,
Love the Mega Hauler.
yeah. So I'm going to scrap that for 2, and then 3, and then 6. So that would be 9 damage to you. And that's it for me. Can
Okie
you do
dokie.
7?
I don't know. Let's see what I can do here. First off, I'm going to get the recycling station down, and then I'm also going to get my trading post down. I will play my survey ship and draw a card. Bummer, it wasn't the card I was looking for.
It was the card I was probably looking for. If it didn't help you, help me.
You know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scrap this survey ship. Well, I'll wait and
Yeah.
do that at the last. Let's play the Imperial Fighter. I've got a Scout and I've got an Explorer. So I've got
should have scrapped it.
3.
You could have.
Well, hang on. I've got 3, 4 money.
You could buy the Starship.
Actually, I have 5 because I did not recycle. I could have up to 6.
That either gets you these 2.
Yeah, if I
yellows.
want. You know what? I'm dangerously close, though. I think I'm going to need that. So I think I will just, I'm going to take 4 money,
Okay.
and I'm just going to buy that base. I'm going to fizzle that 1 because I want to use the healing power there. Now I will scrap this and have you discard a card.
Okay.
And I have 2, 4, I'll scrap this, 6. That it? 6? And I'll scrap this for another 3. So that'll be 9 total. So I think it's time for the trophy. Okay, it's still a close game.
Yeah,
12
I
to
was
minus
at
2.
7.
Yeah, you were at
So-
7. I had to scrap that last base in order to get over the hump.
You shouldn't have, though.
Well, sorry, I did.
You shouldn't have.
I did. All right, so let's get to what we think about these gambits.
I don't like the gambit you had. First of all, that's not a good card for your opponent to have on you.
And
So,
I
yeah.
will point out that we really haven't played much with these gambits.
No.
So we
I
have
didn't
not.
have good gambits either, really.
What was the other one you had?
So the one I had was the scrap 2 cards in your hand, and the other one was just draw a card. So I didn't really have any continuing effect like yours did.
Well, you probably should have used that scrap one early in the game when you had two
Yeah,
scouts
but
in your discard.
I wasn't getting what I needed, so I mean, I don't know. Your card helped you a lot, so that was good for you. It wasn't so good for me.
Yeah, I do like the gambits. I think they add something new to the game. This veteran pilot, out of all the other gambits, and I know we didn't really even get to playing with those. You know, that really helps the Vipers out,
Yes.
and it makes the Vipers so much more viable than just a little one-off, little pew,
Pew pew.
and that's it.
Now you have pew pew pew.
But you know, some of the other gambits are good. You know, the exploration one that I used, exploration.
I was gonna say it's an expired.
The one I was really hoping that I would have gotten was the hidden base one,
I
so that
wanted
we
that
could
one
have
too.
we could have got that one in there. But unfortunately, that didn't happen. But you know, the thing with the gambits, that keeps all the games fresh because you don't know what you're going to have as bonuses. And with all the other cards, you know, with the Crisis expansion and the other gambits, you can really make this into, you know, basically kind of a huge game for 2 players.
Yeah.
You know, because you could have 2 of the old gambits, 2 of these gambits.
You could just throw
do whatever.
everything in and just make a huge game.
Which we have done, and that makes this pile like way up to here.
We've had to
with
like
so many cards.
split it and then like just put the rest of the pile somewhere else because like I knocked it over one time. So.
Yeah. So I don't know if this is available in retail yet. Like I said, we picked this up at Gen Con last year.
Yep. 2015.
And I know that there is another standalone / expansion coming for Star Realms. To be honest, I haven't looked at the dates. In fact, by the time this video airs, it might already be out.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for that if you're a Star Realms fan. But no, I like the Gambits.
Yeah, I do too.
All right, so that'll do it for this time, and we will catch you guys next time.
Bye. Like and follow us on Facebook to stay current on our show schedule, sneak peeks at future shows, and to interact with us.